We continue with our live coverage of the TotalEnergies BWF World Championships 2022, coming to you live from the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium. And we've had 4 matches already here on court 1, all straight game victories. And we're on to the 5th, which really promises to be a thriller in the men's singles. Kodai Naraoka of Japan up against the number 16 seed Kunlavut Vitidsarn of Thailand. And this is a matchup that will be one to watch, as waiting them would be the winner of the Bjørstedt-Nishimoto clash and potentially the likes of Loken Yu or Ankalong Angus in the quarterfinals. That's what the draw looks like. But the match at hand is certainly an enticing one. It is, you know, one for the future. These two 21-year-olds are earmarked to be future champions, but surely even on this edition they could certainly do some damage. Will be the 4th meeting between these two men. There's Kodai Naraoka. He is one of the most informed players in men's singles at the moment, having reached 3 finals recently on the World Tour. Fortunately didn't win either of those. Talking about the Taipei Open, Singapore Open, and then before that the Korea Masters. He's really cut out a space for himself on the World Tour. As a result, Naraoka, 21 years old. And his opponent, Kunlavut Vitidsarn, is already a winner on the tour this year. Kodai Naraoka leading their head-to-head 2-1. As I mentioned, it's their 4th meeting. The last time they met was in 2019 at the Mongolian International. That was a final, and Naraoka won that in 3, coming back from a game down. Before that, they met at the World Junior Championships final in 2018, which Vitidsarn won in 2. He's a 3-time World Junior champion. And then also in 2018, in the qualification of the New Zealand Open, Naraoka won in 3. But that's a very different time to what these players are today. Both in some fine form this season. As I mentioned, Vitidsarn a title winner already. Naraoka ranked 31 in the world. That's the highest ranking he's achieved. Has a win-loss record of 17-7 this year. Aomori, Japan is where he was born. Reached 3 finals. Taipei Open, the most recent, lost to Cho Tin-chen there in 3 games. He really did push the Chinese Taipei shuttler. Has come through round 1 with a straight games win over Danilo Bosniuk of Ukraine. And this probably will be his first big test of the tournament. Naraoka lost the Singapore Open to Anthony Ginting before that in straight games. Kunlavut Vitidsarn, also the same age, from Chonburi, Thailand, is enjoying his career high ranking of 17. He's 13-5 this season, having won the title at the German Open this year, where he beat Lakshya Sen in straight games. Reached the semi-finals of the Malaysia Open recently. He came through with a straight games victory over Tommy Sugiarto of Indonesia. 52 minutes is what it took him to get past Sugiarto. And the umpire for this match will be Irma Villalpando Nera of Mexico. And she'll be joined in the service judges chair by Wahayana of Indonesia. The warm-up complete. Naraoka, big moment for him also this tournament. It's his debut at the World Championships. We get a taste of one of the biggest stages in badminton. He's up against Vitidsarn, who's making a second appearance, having played in the last edition in Huelva, where, surprisingly, he got knocked out in the first round. But that was to Lu Guangzhou, who won that in straight games. But a very exciting clash awaits us here, Steen. This is really the next generation of badminton that is coming to the fore.
Ladies and gentlemen,
repeat of the 2018 World Junior Championship final.
Kunlavut Vitidsarn,
And both on their way up in the senior ranks.
On my left, Kodai Naraoka, Japan. Kodai Naraoka to serve. La ball. Link.
Naraoka will serve to get this match underway. It's a lovely net shot from Vitidsarn. He took it in quite late. But it's the way Naraoka has burst onto the scene this year that's been really impressive. It's almost filled the void that Momota has left because of his poor performances.
Yeah. He's extremely quick on his feet, Kodai Naraoka, and that's something that speaks for him, because it's an advantage to be quick on your feet here in this arena. Slow playing, a little bit slow playing conditions, but so it was in Germany when Vitidsarn won that tournament. Good little deception there from Naraoka.
Brilliant. Powerful.
3-1.
Yeah, when he plays himself into the right chance, Vitidsarn, he's got a good smash, and I don't know exactly if Naraoka can match that. But I was a little bit surprised when I saw that it was
Please.
Naraoka
Mopper.
was up in the head-to-heads.
Mopper, please.
Naraoka. Both his wins were three-game victories
Kunlavut, please show where.
against Vitidsarn.
Thank you.
Don't know how much we can read into because it was quite some time ago. But
Yeah, but it shows that sort of like it's not someone that you match up badly against in terms of playing style. Sometimes you can have certain players that you just don't know how to beat them. Tomorrow we're going to have a match with Ginting and Xiuqi. Xiuqi is 6-0 up in the head-to-heads. It seems like Ginting just doesn't have the game to sort of open up Xiuqi, and that's nice when you've got a couple of wins against an opponent. You know that you can beat the opponent. Not sure that you're going to do it on the day, but you know how to.
I also think that Vitidsarn would feel he missed a trick in the last edition where, you know, could have gone a little bit deeper at the World Championships in a, you know, lesser competitive field.
Yeah. One of the things we have to take into account when we look at these last 2 years is that when there finally is a tournament, then you're playing it. And even if there's 5 tournaments in a row, then you play 5 tournaments in a row. But that was not the case ahead of the pandemic.
4-2.
Then you would sort of like select it and say, okay, if I played 3 tournaments, then I need to take a break. That has not been possible here. So we might have players playing with small injuries or without enough practice, with jet lag going from one tournament to another and so on. So all the results basically from 2020 to now has to be taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
5-2.
But this is a good start by Vitidsarn.
And he's playing a little bit up against the drift. Naraoka playing with the drift. But it's not that significant. The shuttles are reasonably slow. And we've seen that on occasions you can put it long there in the long backhand side of Kodai Naraoka.
3-5.
Even if that should be up against the drift. Well.
5-all.
We also know that Kodai Naraoka is very effective at the net. We've seen him play really well with his kind of like Momota is when he's feeling his game very, very effective at the net. Probably a reason why Vitidsarn won't want to challenge him too much.
Sure.
Service over. 6-5.
1 point game now. Oh, it's on the line. Vitidsarn leaving it. In fact, it was inside.
Yeah, it was inside the line.
Long rally.
It's going to be a very physical match. Physical and mental.
Who's going to cave in?
Yeah, who's going to blink first? It's a game of chicken.
It is Vitidsarn who comes out on top of that one.
7-6.
But goes directly to the kit box afterwards. Outside of the picture here, we see the beautiful smash. He went directly to the kit box, and the thing is, this kind of rallies here sort of ask questions to your inner belief in your stamina.
Yeah.
And that's why I say it's a game of chicken. Who starts to question his own stamina first and sort of breaks away from this very patient clearing game. And the one who breaks away first has a big chance of losing.
You heard it here. That's gonna be...
And by breaking away, I don't mean in the rally, because you've got to play with variation, even though you are content with clearing, but feeling that, oh, there's 2 long rallies, I can't cope with it.
Yep. Through these long rallies.
Yeah, and the feeling I have here is that at the moment Vitidsarn is the more adventurous one, if you could say that, in these long rallies. He wants to try and build it, but Naraoka has got good shot quality and is getting almost everything back. I don't think he's scoring his own points so much, Naraoka, not at the moment. He's got to watch out for those. That's a golden point for Vitidsarn.
He can't give too many loose shots.
I have the feeling that stamina-wise, movement-wise, Naraoka will have the advantage. He seems like he's lighter and moves more effortlessly. I also think Vitidsarn moves really well, and that it's underrated. I just think Naraoka is a little bit more effortless. That was 2 really, really good points for Vitidsarn there.
But it could also be a strategy of just making sure you clinch the crucial points, because it's such a physically demanding game.
In terms of shot quality at the moment, Vitidsarn is a little bit above Naraoka, but not enough to create the big chances the way I see it. It's a good shot. It's a loose one. Missed opportunity for Vitidsarn.
Kill off the point there. Going.
Oh, fantastic net game.
What a rally this is. Just missed it.
Wow.
Had brilliant work from both players. Gosh. You almost feel like that was the final point, the way they were going at it.
Go back, please.
Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, it's a sign of things to come.
Beefed it up from just above the floor. But this is a good thing. I mean, who basically wins this rally 3 or 4 times, Vitidsarn. Every time he plays a good shot that normally would set you up with a big advantage in a faster arena,
Thank you.
Naraoka can recover and just play a high lift, and you're sort of back to square one. And it takes a lot mentally to cope with that. Now, he's created a good lead here in the first part of the first game, Vitidsarn. But he's been made to work for it.
Back on his feet. That's good stuff. So Kunlavut Vitidsarn takes the lead at the mid-game break, 11-7, after some fantastic play. 15 minutes gone. And he's at 4 points in this first game.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coaches, please, return to your chair. Coaches, please.
Players back on court. What has already been a physically demanding start to this men's singles second round.
11-7. Play.
But it has been sensational to watch. With that, but Naraoka's footwork has been really, really good in this match so far. Wow, that's a great net shot. He played it away. What a point!
9-11.
I mean,
Kodai?
a couple of points there. You thought, moments there, you thought Vitidsarn was on top of that point, and then Naraoka comes right back.
Exactly. One thing is the kind of shot quality you have now here at the beginning of the match. What kind of shot quality are you going to have in the middle of the second game? Well, that's the important thing.
When you're exhausted.
From the middle of the second game and the rest of the match, who has the better shot quality then?
Good little fight back from Naraoka, closing in.
That has won all rallies since the interval.
3 points on the trot.
Oh, fantastic save.
11-all.
How did he do that?
Quickly, slowly.
Vitidsarn looked like he was going to just kill that point off, and straight at Naraoka.
Players on court. Players on court.
Makes it 11-all. Won all 4 points since the restart.
Would have been great to see that save again. I think, and the things I'm saying now is sort of founded in the fact that I feel Naraoka has the upper hand in terms of stamina and putting pressure on Vitidsarn mentally and physically. So from Vitidsarn's perspective, I think he should put a lot of pressure on the long forehand of Naraoka, because he doesn't really play a lot of dangerous shots from there, at least hasn't done it so far. And then if he can mix it with that cross smash that we just saw scoring points, then I think he has a way to go a game plan to elaborate from. Shouldn't have played that.
Naraoka seems very light on his feet with his movement. Just seems to float around the court a little bit. Everything back in play at the moment, Naraoka.
Yeah. He's benefited by the conditions. That's a great smash by Vitidsarn.
Service over. 13-12.
That's sheer power from Vitidsarn. He had to close out the point.
Yes, thank you. Please, Kodai.
That must be exhausting. 56 shots. I mean, everything that Vitidsarn tried to change up, Naraoka put back in play.
Yeah, and I think from Vitidsarn's perspective here, his chances of winning the rally ahead of shot 30, they're very slim.
Shot 30, yeah, I like that. Well, every rally's...
We saw towards the mid-game interval, there came a loose shot or two from Naraoka that Vitidsarn capitalized on, but he's had extremely good length on his shots, Kodai Naraoka. So I think he's investing here
for the long run.
Yeah, keeping this first game long. They've already played 24 minutes, and we're only halfway through the first game.
counting on Vitidsarn getting tired.
Or at least lowering the shot quality of Vitidsarn as the match progresses. No doubt in my mind that Vitidsarn has the upper hand in terms of technical skills.
14, 12.
I'm sure he's aware that that's also Naraoka's strategy, maybe, that he's going to look for Vitidsarn to tire himself out.
Yeah. We've seen very few attempts from Naraoka to actively score. That's not going to be that way for the entirety of the match. I don't think so, at least. So he's gonna change his approach as well.
15.
But he just needs to sort of
Quickly, please.
take away the sharpness, if he can, of Kunlavut Vitidsarn. There was a couple of loose points again, and that could be devastating for Naraoka. If you're trailing all the time, and for Naraoka it could be really, really important if he can win this first game here, because then we've already played half an hour, perhaps 40 minutes.
Service over. 13, 15.
Well, it's interesting. The 2 times that Naraoka has won against Vitidsarn, he's lost the first game.
Yeah.
And come back to win the next 2. So, as you mentioned, Steen, that's worked in the past.
He also lost the first game when he lost.
Yeah, that's true.
So if he wins the first game, who knows what could happen?
Gosh, that would be new territory.
Choice from Vitidsarn. Yeah, well played by Naraoka. And Vitidsarn, he cannot play that
15.
reverse slice cross drop from his backhand side when Naraoka is standing in the middle of the court. He's got to put pressure on him on the back court before he plays it, otherwise he plays himself into trouble.
Please. Thank you. On court, please. Kodai. On court.
See a lot more of these towel breaks and time to.
We're going to see a lot more of those, and we're going to see a lot more mopping.
Play.
Because they're working really, really hard, the 2 players. Good shot.
Service over.
Mixed it up well there, Vitidsarn.
But also had him in the forehand corner first, and then a little bit more of a long drop, so that unless Naraoka was going to play it back to the backcourt, he would have to gauge the speed himself into the net, played into the net, and he didn't. He wasn't able to. Oh, he slipped.
Whoa, he slipped. Still at it.
Oi.
On the floor, both men.
Yeah.
And the game isn't even over.
Players.
Vitidsarn took the chance to also make his own court in need of the mopping there, but
Kodai.
Yeah, he did slip earlier.
there.
Kunlavut, please, this side.
What a physically demanding match.
But that, what we're seeing here, should
Okay, yes,
give
thank you.
Vitidsarn a little bit
Players,
extra
please,
in
on court.
terms of stamina, because that's the
On court,
first time
please.
we've seen Naraoka
Kodai.
sort
on
of
court.
feel
Look exhausted.
the
Yeah.
length of the rallies.
68 shots, that one. That's enormous.
I mean, the entertainment in this, in my opinion, is the overall picture of seeing this is a battle. This is a real battle. But I mean, watching them play numerous clears without trying to seek an opening, that sort of takes me back 8-10 years to women's doubles at that time. But it's simply due to the playing conditions. You need patience. You need the will to win this match.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah. Which actually didn't mean survival of the physical fittest, but the most adaptive.
Yeah.
Service over.
And it's going to take everything from you,
17.
from your awareness, your mental awareness, your mental alertness, to your physical abilities, to everything, your tactical abilities, how you can change it up, all of that comes into play. Two-point game.
Chances that he didn't capitalize on Vitidsarn.
Too close to Naraoka.
No.
That's persistence paying off for Naraoka.
16-17.
It was the
Quickly,
smashes that
please.
he kind of felt wasted
Quickly.
because it was easily played back.
Please, quickly.
Yeah, so what you deem to be a chance in faster playing conditions, that's actually not a chance
On
here.
court.
It's just a another shot in the rally, and that means you cannot spend too much energy. The smash type that works here is the short racket movements, the steep smashes. That's what's going to do the damage. The power smashes is
Going to get played back.
they're going to get played back, and then you start to go too much for the lines and risk creating errors unless you hit your day.
Service over.
That was the lucky point
18,
for Vitidsarn. That was one he was about to lose that he suddenly won.
Straight at the net, Naraoka. Trying to get that angle on that smash. So 2 points ahead. 3 points away from taking this first game, Vitidsarn.
Over. 17, 18.
Good follow-up by Naraoka.
And charging forward. Very little separating the two at the moment. He slipped again.
He slipped again.
Service
Be
over.
careful.
19, 17. Please.
It's the same way. Right foot slips forward.
Yeah.
It's if the hamstring holds up, then there's nothing
Players,
that
please, on
prevents
court.
him from playing on. But I think we mentioned it one of the earlier days that you get the heel of the shoe into your Achilles, and it's very hurtful.
He didn't seem to be grimacing too much with that, so one would assume he's okay.
Okay, please.
Always,
Let's consult him again 7 years from now when he's closer to 30 than to 20. Then it's a whole different thing.
He'll be a lot more cautious, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's the bravado of youth.
Thank you.
And now, I think if Naraoka wins this first game, he's got a really, really big chance of progressing. And that means that Vitidsarn, he should be willing to use
Play now.
excess amount of energy here to secure the first game. And
Try and seal it in two.
yeah.
Again.
Service over.
Two smashes,
18,
energy wasted.
19.
It's not the power, it's the quickness, the steepness of the smash. And the placement. And when you use a lot of power, then you've got to play with a bigger margin because they're not as accurate.
Played it to the forehand of Naraoka. The first time.
Service over.
That also shows a little bit of
20. Game
exhaustion
point.
on Naraoka's part,
18.
because those kind of shots he should be able to get in.
And it was an odd shot. It was not something that he could just clear away. He had to gauge the speed. It wasn't where he expected it to be.
2018, 2 game points for Kunlavut Vitidsarn.
Game.
Oh, he does it on the first time of asking. We're really happy for the
First game won by
outcome of that
Kunlavut
game. 21-18, 48 minutes played. And it is Kunlavut Vitidsarn who delivers the first blow.
2 very easy points for Vitidsarn there.
これウォーキングしたら、あいつの時は結構ドロップに、高台のドロップに結構足きつそうだった。このゲームですね。 結果的に負けたこのね悔しさを一回ね置いて2ゲームで絶対流れ崩れる。やっぱさ相手はさクリアの打ち合いชะลอจังหวะโอเคแล้วก็2เวลาลูกฝั่งนี้มาลงจะตก
แต่โฟไม่มีอะไรโฟเขาคือตีเลยเขาไม่มีดึงโฟโฟจะง่ายบางทีอย่างเขาอารมณ์โฟหรืออารมณ์โฟก่อนแล้วก็ไปใส่บอลก็ได้คนได้ไหมบางครั้งก็ตกลูกจากตรงกลางลูกจากไม่ลิง
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
ここ勝負5点前
Coaches, come chair, please. Coaches, please.
มีแป้งหมดนะ
Show water, please. Thank you. Ready? It's a second game. Lock all. Play.
So Vitidsarn with the first game, winning it on 2 errors from Kodai Naraoka. Next one long, but called in by the line judge and challenged by Vitidsarn.
Call out.
I have a feeling he's going to win this challenge. That was my initial reaction, that he had gone long. Verdict, no, landed on the line.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Good call by
One
the
challenge
linesman.
remaining. Third is over. One lap. Play.
Down to one challenge. Vitidsarn early on in this second game.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how he does with playing alongside the drift as well, Steen Vitidsarn.
It should help his attack a little bit, but he's got more difficulties playing punch clears that were rather successful, but he seems to have got a nice touch on it. And Naraoka continuing to put a lot of pressure on Vitidsarn's backhand. This time he played it long.
Service over. 1, 2.
Oh, that's well wide.
Service over. 3-1.
Completely misjudged that.
And again, going for the same type of smash. I mean, we've only seen Vitidsarn do one type of smashes, and I think that's one of the things that he could develop in his game. Another mistake.
4-1.
Try and exploit the long diagonal from Vitidsarn's long backhand to his short forehand here.
Yeah.
At the time, a good net shot, but Naraoka almost got it back.
He extends his body fully when he comes forward.
Now that's a better smash. That one as well. And I think Vitidsarn has blinked. The third smash that he's playing out here in the beginning of the second game. And he's behind with 3.
Make that 4.
6-2.
Can't afford to get the gap too wide.
Not in terms of trying to win it in 2, and I think actually already now he needs to consider how much energy he should spend in this game here. Falling 4 points behind. Even if he spends a lot of energy, he could still end up losing this second game. That's a great shot.
Service over.
I think this is 4-5 points. That's the maximum gap that he can be behind and still
make a dash for it at the end.
But I'm a little bit puzzled by his strategy, Vitidsarn, here in the beginning of the third game. Going for those winners that ended up losers. This was where he should have shown, he had a chance to show mental strength and sort of keeping up appearances and say, okay, come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm good, let's go. Yeah.
Play.
Change your shirt to the one with the New York Marathon on.
You didn't do any damage. That's a lovely shot. Back, Naraoka.
Yeah, and this style of play is only possible in these playing conditions here. Had it been faster playing conditions, we would have seen Naraoka be more proactive, so to speak.
Be more explosive.
He would have had to, because otherwise he would have been outmaneuvered by playing a bit passive.
But it also is that he makes it look like he's not expending that much energy. He just makes it look
he's quick
like
on his feet.
he's a lot calmer, a lot more effortless.
Yes, and he's sending the message across the net. I believe in my stamina. I can run longer than you can.
That's long. And so Naraoka has taken a clear 5-point lead now, early on in the second game.
Yeah. if I were Vitidsarn now, I would just let this game go.
Yeah, this early?
Yeah. He's not winning it. He's looked bad the entire second game.
Yeah, that first game
Service
certainly
over.
took a toll on him.
4-8. Quickly, toweling.
Taken
Quickly, toweling, please.
him some time to try and find his way back. And it's this feeling that you get when you watch Vitidsarn play at the moment, is that he looks tired, he looks exhausted, he looks like he's being pushed around.
4-8.
He could also, he could try things. He could try play a little bit shorter, sort of tease Naraoka into attacking like he did there.
Whoa! Service over.
So right now,
4.
it is Naraoka calling the shots. And I think growing in confidence as this game progresses. Except for that one.
That was what we discussed earlier on.
Service
It's not the
over.
shot quality in the first game that's important. It's from the second part of the second game.
Right. Yep. 9-5. You spent about 50 minutes on court.
Yeah.
What you have in you now.
Bad shot.
Yeah.
Six.
That's probably a
9.
sign of Naraoka being a little tired. He was. But didn't get enough on it.
No, and that's the second time when he's played these long drop shots to the backhand there. He's had a little bit tougher time judging his reply, Naraoka. It's only been a couple of times. Most of the times he's just played it over safely.
Line.
Yeah, I understand the
Kodai
challenge.
Naraoka, challenges call in.
I also saw it as it caught the line, but it's difficult because it has this
Swerve out.
direction a little bit across the line.
Yeah. It's on the line.
Yeah.
Right call by the line judge. Naraoka uses his challenge, and he's got one left.
7-9. Play.
So that lead now has been cut short to a 2-point gap, which Vitidsarn will be happy with. Gives him some hope.
good net. Fantastic net. I don't believe it.
8, 9.
He didn't believe it. He made the other the shot ahead.
Those 4 incredible net shots.
Yeah. Gosh. Look at that. That one. And then he made it back.
Touched the top of the tape, and he got that back as well.
Kodai.
And then the kill.
On court.
You can't believe it. Naraoka. That's amazing. What a fantastic exchange. He had his back round to his opponent. That kind of opened up the court for Vitidsarn.
Please.
That's one of the things that Vitidsarn has realized
Show
is
work,
that Naraoka is in big trouble killing the shuttle as well himself, so he can perhaps overcover the front court a little bit and then play it more passive from the back court should he be in trouble there.
It's 3-8 down at 1 point, Vitidsarn. 9-all now as we edge closer to that interval.
9-all.
That was a better smash.
10, 9.
Going down the line.
Yeah, and it's the steepness that is important in these conditions here. There's no chance of killing it. It's way too short to clear from Vitidsarn. It's very difficult for Naraoka unless he's accurate. Change of events.
Yeah, turn it around.
8 of the last 9 points.
And it's Kunlavut Vitidsarn, 11-9 up in the mid-game interval. The second game, 19 minutes played. He's turned things around.
This is where I would be very careful conveying too much information if I was coaching, because the last 2 times they've come back from the coaching break, he's not really done well. The first 3 or 4 points, which
20 seconds.
is a sign to me that perhaps there's too much information.
Yeah, it allowed Naraoka back in.
Yeah, in the mid-game interval after the first game, he was leading 11-7. And also after winning the first game here, he came out and didn't play that well.
Yeah. 11-9.
This has been impressive
Play.
from Vitidsarn as they restart the second game. All down and out early on. He's going to challenge that.
Kodai Naraoka challenges call out.
Naraoka only has 1 challenge remaining. Seemed quite confident, put his hand up immediately. Oh, that was the right call.
Challenge unsuccessful.
By the line judge.
No more
It was
challenge
out.
remaining. 12-9. Play.
He's got no more challenges remaining. Naraoka.
Short.
That's a nice shot.
This
has been really, it's amazing to watch. 59 shots at rally, but Vitidsarn has seemed to
quickly, players. Quickly.
Gotten a number of Naraoka. These last few points, he's not clearing as much as the first game, Naraoka.
Thank you.
But he's lost the last 9 points.
On court, please.
That's a catastrophe.
Yep. From someone who started so assured in the second game.
Yeah, you changed.
I wonder what's going on.
13-9. Play.
That's wide.
Yeah, and Vitidsarn has realized that, hey, Naraoka can't kill it on me anyway, so I don't need to be accurate on the back line.
Yeah, he's putting the pressure back on Naraoka to try and score the winners.
Yeah. 10 straight points. I wouldn't rule out the possibility that Naraoka's thoughts had gone a little bit astray at 9-4 when things looked good. But he's totally gone away from using the diagonal. That's gone.
Service
so
over.
Good. And Vitidsarn is not 14. Challenging because he's only got one left.
Yeah, it looks like
good.
it fell on the line. It's a good decision by Vitidsarn. Keeps his challenge.
There's a chance. Yeah, well read.
There you go.
Service over. 15-10.
Vitidsarn is just happy to wait for his moment now.
Yeah, exactly. He's become a bit more passive, not totally passive, because he still goes for some quality shots, but he's not as focused as getting behind the shuttle as he was in the first game, putting pressure on the backcourt. He knows that I can just play the backcourt and leave the initiative to my opponent because he's not going to be able to use
16.
it.
Well, you saw a little bit more attacking aggression from Vitidsarn there. It's probably one of the shortest points we've seen in this entire match.
This mapping.
Straight. Driving smash.
And one of the things we also might witness here
Players on court.
is the
Players on court.
it has looked like Naraoka had the better stamina and so on, but he's also done a lot of hard work that is not so easy detectable, because there's deceptions on Vitidsarn's shots, and they are well placed. So he might also be a bit tired now. But I don't think you should have said that that he should leave it there at 3-8. That was a bad decision.
Did I say that, Steve?
17-10.
Well, look at that. He is on a roll, Kunlavut Vitidsarn. It's 10 straight points, but more importantly, he's been on the rise ever since.
He's leading 13-1
Yep.
in the last 14 rallies.
3-8 was the last time.
No, 4-9.
4-9 was the last time he was really trailing and looked down and out.
18-10.
Happening now is that Naraoka is kind of taking off his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, now it's really, really difficult for Naraoka, because, I mean, he's got trouble scoring, and the pressure. Vitidsarn is not as concerned about the pressure anymore, and it's not really biting, because he's just playing it back and focusing a bit more on the front court.
He's playing more freely.
Yeah, that's the good pressure. Quick on the front court.
That's called out.
No more challenges
19-10.
for
Can't
Naraoka.
challenge it. So 2 points away from victory. Who would have thought?
Yeah. That's a serious change of events.
Play.
This will also give Vitidsarn a lot of confidence in this tournament. He's playing one of those players who would thrive in these conditions, and is coming away with a victory.
Yeah, and he's been pushed to the limit early and survived it. So he knows this court one now. That's amazing comeback by the World Junior Champion.
He left it really late to play. Naraoka changed his mind right at the end. It was too low down. And that sets up 10 match points for Kunlavut Vitidsarn, the 2018 World Junior Champion, the 3-time World Junior Champion, looking to book his place in the 3rd round.
Thank you.
And this is one of the tough ones for Naraoka, because he's going to get asked when he comes to mixed zone, what happened? And he said, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was in a good position, and suddenly the match was over.
Service over. 11-20.
He also got away from him very, very quickly.
Okay.
Now he stares down the barrel. 9 match points still for Vitidsarn. It's well wide. And Kunlavut Vitidsarn secures the victory. You saw the little
Match won by Kunlavut
bump.
Vitidsarn, 21-18.
at the end, you know how much it
21-11.
means to him. His tactics, his physicality, all coming through just in the right way as he secures a straight games win. Not an easy win, took 70 minutes, but just What a fantastic turnaround in that second game for Vitidsarn. Confirmation of the score, 21-18, 21-11 in an hour and 9 minutes. It's Kunlavut Vitidsarn who is through to the third round with some amazing, astonishing play. I'm very, very happy with that performance. The players walk off the court. Cheers for both for an entertaining clash that was promised. They've delivered that. So coming up next, it's women's doubles, and two-time world champions Matsumoto Nagahara take on the Aimsad sisters in round 2.